Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Thursday, March 12th, 2015. Well, I had to wait almost an hour for my laptop to download, install, and configure 31 updates this morning. I mean, I had to do it because the stupid thing wouldn't do anything unless I did it. It didn't tell me it wasn't going to do anything unless I did it, but it just wouldn't do anything. So I had to install all these updates. I'm usually pretty faithful about it. It's not like as though I've put it aside for a long time or anything. But anyway, so I'm a tad late this morning. Okay, so yesterday, announcement here was EIA Petroleum Status Report. And yeah, okay. There wasn't really much in there. Wasn't there? Are we in the right week here? Friday the 13th. I thought that there was a balance thing on here that seems to have disappeared that I looked at earlier. I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, yeah, there was a deficit for January, I think it was. And nothing out of line, I guess you might say. For today, we have jobless claims, retail sales, import and export prices, business inventories, and treasury budget. Maybe that's what I looked at. I think it's treasury budget. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, we're going to be looking at February. So we'll see how that comes out. I was just in the wrong day. Probably getting a little frustrated with how slow my laptop was, or at that time. It's pretty snappy now. Nothing to brag about, I guess. Jumping over and taking a look at what's going on across the ponds. Asia's pretty much bullish across the board. In Europe, is mixed to slight bearish. I would say, yeah, not a lot, but it's actually, you might want to call it flat. Sort of like what our market was yesterday. Speaking of yesterday, it didn't do anything. Nothing piqued my interest. So we're looking here. Let's go to the monitor tab. We're looking here at maybe a little bit of bounce up at the open, at least at this time. Gold is up a tad. Oil is up a tad, but still, below 50. That's a good thing. The dollar is at 99.76, down a little bit overnight, and actually the euro must have sank really far yesterday because now it's sitting at 106 rounded off. But it's actually up a little bit overnight. And our positions here, we're all doing pretty good except for Rut, but I'm pretty sure it'll come around. That's just a characteristic of the Russell. Doesn't pay out. I mean, we're talking about next week's expiration, so it doesn't pay out a whole heck of a lot. We're almost at max on Netflix, so that's a good thing. And we can start our scan right now and take a look at what's going on with our open positions. Apple, we were looking at possibly getting in here in an intraday perspective. Yeah, it would have been, the time to get in, I guess, was around noon yesterday. That would have been a good one. I don't, like I mentioned, I just am not in front of the market all that much, so if you're following me, then you're like a casual, almost day trader. Definitely a trader, swing trader, and based on swings on what time frame. Well, you could daily or intraday. It doesn't matter. It's not like as though you are flat at the end of the day. Flat meaning most day traders like to be flat at the end of the day. So they close all their positions, winners or losers, they close them all. before they go to bed at night, if they go to bed. But anyway, Apple, still waiting for an entry here on the intraday. Amazon, we're definitely in a downtrend here as well. Almost had one yesterday. This would have been pretty nice, actually. If you've had enough guts to get in, at this level yesterday, somewhere around 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. But we missed it here. So I'm just going to remove all the drawings on this intraday one. Let's go back here and look at the daily. And what we'll do, I think, from now on is we'll keep all of our targets on the daily, and then we'll look for maybe a possible intraday entry, because this is a strong move, and if you want to get in on it, you're going to have to go over here to look at your entry. That's probably not going to happen here when you get strong moves. Up moves, yeah, I think it's easier to do that on an up move, but on a strong down move, you have to almost go to intraday because you're not going to get the response here on the stochastic. Now, when it originally came up with the CSSV2, it was based on a bullish market, and it was working very well. I don't think it works as well with a bearish market. I don't have experience with it until now. And it looks like as though stochastic doesn't respond very quickly, doesn't give us our nice sine waves, where we got nice waves going up and down like that. Instead, we get stuff like this. So we're not having a good response here on the stochastic to bring us up to something that looks interesting for an entry. So we have to jump over here and take a look at this and look for something to at least get up to the 50% mark. Alright, so Boeing is definitely in a new downtrend, so we'll draw our eye over here and go over here for an entry. Baidu, I don't know what's going on with Baidu. Haven't figured that out. Had them yesterday looking for a bounce up, but I think it's going to end up turning over here. This is a big candle. From 209 to 204, that's $5. It's a pretty big move for Baidu. 233 to 217. That was a big week. I think we're going to be turning over on this. So I'm taking this off, and we'll wait to see if it proves itself out. Chipotle is definitely moving down. Made a very nice move for an entry yesterday. Didn't even have it on the list here, but we'll let this see if we can get this stochastic to move up a tad more here. Costco also may be turning over. I'm going to wait and see on that one. Take a look at the Dow from yesterday. That looked like as though it was going to open up, and it did open up just to try to get up there and then rolled over. Same thing may happen today. Gold, however, looks like as though it may be making a move up today. Still not feeling good about doing my covered call rolls, so maybe I'll just save the 25 cents and or the 2.5 cents, I should say, and not roll it, but actually just wait for it to expire next week and look for the next one. Google, we're looking for a bullish play there, a bull put. Didn't come around. Are we still looking for it? No. Not looking for it anymore. I think we're rolling over here. LinkedIn. And I'm not ready to change to being bearish on Google at the moment. Not quite yet. Need a couple more days on that to see if that is going to continue down. LinkedIn just kind of sliding down slowly, and it looks like it's kind of consolidating here right around this 265 level. I just kind of keep an eye on that one for right now. NDX looking very weak, so I might want to get in on this. So I want to just put them down on the intraday. I'm going to get in for next week's expiration and see what happens, see if we can get an entry on this today. So we'll look over here on the intraday, see if it's going to give us a little bit of a pop-up, and then we'll go short on it. Here is Netflix. Our strike is here at 457.50. We have an alert sitting in here. Go to the Analyze tab, and we can see that, gee, we're pretty much all the way in that one. We can go all the way to 584. We are currently at 500. That one expires tomorrow. So maybe we'll see if we can pull everything out of that one. Priceline, I did get in on that on Tuesday, and I think it's going to work out pretty well. Did I not? Yes, I marked it here. This is where we got in. I'm going to take this off now so it doesn't roll off my picture here and I don't end up with a clutter of drawings here. And anything do we want to add to it? No, not yet. Russell, we are in on the Russell, and remember I mentioned a little while before, sometimes it takes a while for it to pay off. Of course, we had a green candle here, so that's going to delay our profitability, and we'll see if it continues. It may start to trickle back up, who knows. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Pretty happy though with SPX for right now. We got some that are expiring this week. Today? No, it's a weekly. So SPXWK, I think it's called. So it expires actually on Friday, and this particular one, which is normal monthly expiration, is going to expire on Thursday. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Hopefully we can pull everything out of that. But I will tell you, SPX, I think that's PM expiration. So I think that we can just let that one ride for 100%. No trade costs on that one to close it. Tesla, we were looking at a possible entry here. I think that we're setting up again. It looks like as though we're setting up. Come on over here. Come on. Oh, geez. What the heck happened there? Let's zoom out just a tad more. All right. Target set. Never had that do that to me before. Target set on Tesla. I think I'm going to put them on the intraday list for today. I'm trying to get in on them off and on this week. Might have an opportunity coming up. All right, and then last but not least is Visa. Visa's just like sinking like a rock. Give me a right click. I don't see. Remove all drawings. All right, so over here. We'll look for something on intraday on Tesla, on Visa. So I'm going to add them to the intraday. So we're going to watch on the intraday for an entrance here because things are moving pretty fast. And we got a stock split coming up. Maybe we don't want to mess with this. I don't think I want to mess with this. I don't want to be in it when the stock splits. It makes for ugly things. So 4-to-1, that means that it's going to become like a $60, $70 stock, and it's probably going to drop off of our list. So I could just drop it off right now and be done with it, so I don't have to worry about it. So I'm not going to be interested in it anymore if it's going to split. So I'm removing Visa, and I will be removing, well, maybe not Boeing. Yeah, I'm still wondering about Boeing, if I want to get out of that or not. Take them off the list, I mean. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I like to keep the list short and small and tight. Maybe I'll look for some new candidates today and see if we can add one or two to the 8+ list. Anybody has any ideas for anything? Remember, the criteria is nice movement, volatile, like Apple or Chipotle. Something that's over $100, $150, or $200 a share, so that we don't have to incur too much in transaction costs. And the IV on these isn't all that much, but they still make nice moves. So that's what I'd be looking for. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I would appreciate any input you could give. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and above all, happy trading.